Hey guys, what's up? It's another Friday, fantastic Friday, another cloudy Friday. I feel like every time I do a Friday video, it's cloudy. Maybe it's just the time of the year. I don't know. It's cloudy. I don't know if that has to do with anything, but it is. So today's video has to do with local sports or Iowa centric sports, and so this video sort of I guess excludes any viewers that maybe grew up in another state. And what I want to ask today is, what's the best female performance you saw? Or actually, let me adjust it a little bit. That's initially what we were going to talk about. Who's the best female athlete you saw in high school? Either a female that you went to school with or from another team. And I'm interested to see this or see your guys' reaction to this and what your answers are. And I was trying to think back to my high school days, and I tell you what, I saw some really, really good female athletes, and I don't want to name them just to leave them out here. I want to see what you guys say for who you saw, and actually this sort of is building off of a player from Pocahontas area. Her name's Ellie Ruffridge, who is now the leading scorer in girls high school 5-on-5 basketball. And she dropped 48 last night. She dropped 48 points at the state tournament in the semifinals, which means she's taking on, it was CPU, I believe. And so at that level, there are 4 teams. The 4 best teams from your class are there. And so it's not like she's dropping this on nobodies. She dropped 48 on one of the best teams in the state. That's just incredible. And here's the other thing about Ellie Ruffridge. She's not that big. So she's a shooter. And when you get to the well, and people, if you happen to be watching and you've played at Wells Fargo Arena, it's a completely different animal shooting there or at any big arena compared to any old high school gym. I mean, the depth perception is just so different because the back wall, which is, seating in Wells Fargo Arena, is so far back behind the basket compared to at a high school gym. It changes everything about your shot. It makes it very, very tough. And I don't think people necessarily realize that. And she, as a smaller player, that's a big part of her game. And she was able to hit shots and go for 48 points, which is a state tournament record. And it's just an incredible effort. So I want to know about some of the other female athletes from high school that you actually saw. I'm not talking that you've heard about, that you maybe saw on TV somewhere. No, I want you saw them play in person. You maybe know this person. And like I said, there were a bunch at my school who obviously, because they were female, probably didn't get the pub or the talk that they necessarily deserved. And I mean, there are, it can be for any sport too. I mean, we're sort of at the end of basketball season, I guess, but it can be for any sport. So just let me know. I just want to hear some names. I want to learn more about female athletes, specifically at the high school level, because, as I mentioned earlier, they just don't get as much pub, as much talk literally because they're female, and that's about the only reason. And, I think it also, bears mentioning some of the other efforts that I saw this year in high school basketball from females. Tori Hazard at Janesville, freaking monster, man. She's so good. She had 34, and their low loss on the season came at state, a game I got to do, which was tons of fun. 34 points against Turkey Valley, who actually has made it to the championship game now. So, and she did it all year. I mean, she averaged over 20 points a game, big time scorer, but she also can handle the ball. She also dishes it out. You've heard me talk about her before because she's phenomenal. She's going to play basketball in college, and it may not be, honestly, if I'm coaching a Division I school in Iowa, there are 4 of them, if you don't know, Iowa, Iowa State, UNI, and Drake. If I'm one of those, get me Tori Hazard. I can do something with Tori Hazard. We can win some games with her. She probably was the best high school girls basketball player that I saw this year. Although there's a Reichs kid from Turkey Valley who's pretty pretty outstanding as well. And I mean, there were certain other performances that were pretty good. I think probably Torrey Hazard stands out a little bit ahead of everybody else. But yeah, let me know if I want to know. I want everybody to answer this. Let me know when you think back to high school, who was the girl that was just an absolute stud? And it could be in one sport. It may be most of you probably coming either from my school or from other small Iowa schools, probably was a stud in a bunch of different sports. So let me know. Really interested in this. By the way, I haven't said it yet. I'm Taylor from K-Way. You can find me on YouTube at Taylor Knits. You can find me at Twitter at Taylor from K-Way, or over on Facebook at Taylor Knits. Hit me up on one of those. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the videos. Let me know about what you think about this freaking zit thingy I got going on here. And there's another one over here and one down here too, which is super cool because I was told back in the day those would stop when I was 18. I'm now 28. I'm still getting crazy ones. So let me know what you think about those too. And that'll just about do it. Until next time, I am Taylor from K-Way.